What up, y'all? Tap in, tap in. You tuning into the Real Inward Growth and Development Show. I'm your host with the most, your boy Dub, known as Goombaya in other parts of the world. Tap in, y'all. I want to kick it with y'all for a minute, man. You know, when y'all come in the building, make sure y'all hit the like button, the subscribe, join if you haven't subscribed already. You know what I mean? And share this to someone that you think might benefit from this other than yourself. Guys, I want to talk to y'all about this thing we call life. This thing that's called life is like a deadly video game, man. You know? Like, when you think about it, man, every level the enemy gets harder. Huh? Don't you think about when you playing the video games? If you still play video games, but I'm just talking about you playing video games like, you know, like when it was Mario Brothers or Contra or any one of them things, showing my age. But it's like, yo, every board you beat, at the end of that board, before you advance to the next level, right? That enemy gets harder and harder and harder. It's like Mike Tyson Punch Out. Started out with Glass Joe. You know what I mean? And as you go up through the ranks, man, it gets harder and harder. You know? So it goes to show that as much as God is watching you, it's the same one as the enemy watching you too. And as you advance, they advance. You know what I mean? And God let things come your way, for one, to see how much you rely on him and not just yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's like for one. And for two, to see if you're ready for the next level. That's the only way you advance. Every time you get over something that was here meant to take you out, you go to the next level. Huh? That's why discipline is like one of the main key ingredients to being successful when it comes to mastery. You know? So when I'm talking about successful, I'm not talking about monetary gains and cribs and, you know, all that type of stuff, houses and whatever, money. I'm talking about mastering yourself when you're doing things, even when you don't want to do it, that's for the better for you. You know what I mean? When you're not falling when things go wrong. Because trust, things will go wrong. Trust, problems are coming. Trust, losses are coming. You dig? Just as well as the prosperity. So when you have that discipline, when it's up, you know not to be impulsive. You know not to be erratic. You know not to be full of yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you don't have that discipline and you get that, you squander it away. You squander it away. You know? So it's very important to have that discipline on your side, man. Word. Because that's why it's so hard. Because once you establish real discipline in your life, things start opening up. You know, for one, the planets around you going to start being in line. You're going to start having the planets that needs to orbit around you. You know, disciplined people can't be around too much chaos, too much people who are not disciplined. When you're disciplined, you even help those people even want to conform and be a disciplined person. You know what I mean? So you got to remember that. Now, when you're going out to this game and you go into different parts of your life, you know, you start noticing that enemy that's at the end of your board. You know? And it's all the inner you. It's all the things that's in you that you seem to can't get over, or you seem to can't put down and let go. You be saying you're going to do it and you want to do it, but somehow that, as it gets iller and stronger, it's still, you be like, well, I'm doing it. Huh? Or the thing that you know you should be doing, and you're procrastinating on doing it. Just as well as the stuff that you should stop doing. You procrastinate on stop doing it. You know? So that's why it's important to talk to yourself right and hold yourself accountable. You know? Stop telling people your ideas. Stop telling people what you're about to do or want to do. Because you know what? In some subconscious way, by you saying that, if you're a person that be procrastinating, it kind of make you feel like you did it. Or it give you the dopamine like you did it because you talked about it. So when you hold it in, all that energy is in, and you like, yeah, oh, watch, I'm about to do this. You ain't telling nobody. You always talk to yourself. Tell yourself you great. Huh? Tell yourself you about love and you about peace. But you're a warrior and nobody can F with you. Nobody. You know what I mean? That you're guided by a divine spirit. Huh? Because this is a deadly video game, man. And like Jizza said, we stuck in this deadly video game with just one man. You know how them video games give you, a couple of chances after you die off. Not this game. You only got one man. So you better know what you're doing out here. Because in 1 second, it could just be over just from a silly mistake. Just because you ain't taking your time. Took that 1 second just to breathe. Train your mind. Train your mind, y'all. For real. Train your mind. You get your mind right, you're going to want to get your body right. Some people need to start working out and getting their body right, but the main muscle, the main thing that people need is the thing that is constantly getting at you. And that's those negative thoughts. That's the thing that's in your mind. It's constantly getting at you. You know what I'm saying? Every day you run across a thought that shouldn't be there. Every day. You know what I mean? You're not fighting somebody, so when you're doing the physical, you're not fighting somebody every day. You're not getting to it every day. Even if you was in the maximum prison, you're not getting to it every day, but your mind getting at you every day. So you have to control it, or it will control you and create the reality around you that you do not want. Huh? Stop me when I'm lying. So guys, that's my video for today. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? Go check the playlist out. You know what I mean? Check the playlist out, man. And do what you do, man. To all my Scarbarians, my submarines and whatnot, your boy in the building, B. Peace. Salute.